So this I'm going to show you how to unlock a giant thorium with using elite hellstorms and elite hellfires with minimal to no damage. 9 times out of 10, I can do it with no damage as long as my computer's not lagging. So I do a 2-part attack, make it easier for time-wise. So what I do is I deploy my elite hellfires on a map like this one. I like to aim as close to wall block as I can to get the hover tanks and the Hercules firing at the arc of missiles that's sent over by the elite hellfires. So what I'll do is I'll target my air and I'll bring it to the closest turret to each tower. Now I have my elite hellfires set up with 60% reload or 50%. Now once this arc keeps going and you've got the hover tanks and the these Hercules firing at it, you can actually target the actual turret without getting hit by the tank. So I'll back this out and see how my arc of missiles are stopped. I got to reposition my air to get this tower down. And all the Thor maps are similar as long as you target the walls and get a good stream of missiles firing. You do have to watch your splash though. You want to start with a healthy wall block, or else I started with this red dot that my arc would stop once that one wall block is done. So I'll target a perfectly healthy wall block. And I'll continue to do the same thing over here. Well, this one's a little tricky because there's a Hercules hidden behind that hover tank. So what I'll do is I'll target that turret. And if all goes right, my air should not get hit. And that second tower should go down relatively quick. Yep, boom. That one's down now. Now I can just continue on, pull this back because my elite hellfires have stopped firing. And this little shock guy here will soon meet his death. That's about the only damage I get is whenever a shock trooper hits. So again, retarget a wall block. That's close. Actually, the hover tank is elite hellfires outrange the hover tank. You just want to be careful that you don't target some of the thoriums. These flak turrets are actually a hellfire turret, which are not outranged. But as you see, I can get a lot of splash off the wall blocks and kill all the stuff I need to kill to get to the other half of the map. Just kind of work your way in a little bit of a circle. I do it like a 2-tier attack more or less, so that I can pretty much retarget my hellfires. So I'll end this attack. So that's basically this whole half. Don't worry about these couple last guys. I clean that up at the end. So I'll end this attack and I'll restart from the other half. And all the giants are similar. You just have to, again, target a wall block with the hellfires to get the hover tank and the Hercules firing. Then you can pretty much go over them, or you can target the hover tanks. Because the hover tanks, if you target the hover tanks with your elite hellstorms, they will get shot. Most of the time they take 1 or 2 hits before they die. So I'll start on the lower part of this one with the elite hellfires and get this little chunk firing at the missiles. These take a couple attacks, but it's probably only about a 7 or 8 minute thing. But again, you're doing it pretty much with no damage. As long as you're safe, you can unlock thorium all day long without getting any damage. So I have my air positioned over here. I got this hover firing, that Hercules. This hover's not firing. Oh yeah, it is now. So I'll start a little higher there, just to ensure that those are firing, and then I'll move in after the first set of missiles is launched. That gets this one kind of slightly destroyed, even though it is firing, and that should be the 3rd tower down. Hovers are dead. This hover's almost dead from the splash on the walls. One thing you have to watch out, you want to keep an eye out for, is on a couple of the thorium maps. There's a tank, I think it's the Behemoth, and upon death it launches a couple suicide bombers. So you just want to be careful that if you do kill that and you spawn the suicide bombers, that you don't end up allowing the suicide bombers to hit your elite Hellfires, because they will. I've lost a couple platoons like that not paying attention before. So on this one I got those firing. I like to get one shot in the wall block to ensure that the hover tank doesn't target the missiles. And then I'll send another one in a little deeper. And this should be the 4th tower right here. And the hover should go down as well. If you have anything left over as far as the hover tanks, that one ended up getting killed. The elite Hellstorms will actually outrange all of the elite Valkyries. You don't have to worry about killing those. So now I'm just going to kind of run around with my elite Hellstorms and kind of clean up the last of the turrets. You don't have to kill everything on the giant in order to totally kill it. So now there's basically going to be nothing shooting at me. And that was my cell phone. So I've got that cleaned up. Up here, right here, is a Hercules that I can't outrange to get this turret. So I'll try to splash him. If it doesn't work at this level with the splash, all you gotta do is bring your elite Hellfires out and either target whatever hover tanks are left. But now that all the towers are down and all the major turrets are down. Okay, so that's that. Pull this guy over here. Don't have to worry about the E-Glad. Both of these will go down. I have 2 Corrosion, 1 Peacekeeper, and 2 Fire maxed in my workshop for my elite Hellstorms. I seem to get a pretty good result with it. I tried it with Shock before. I didn't get much shock out of it. So again, now I'm just in cleanup mode. Just want to watch the Hercules. The Hercules are really what do outrange, and a lot of them are hidden on a couple of the maps. So you try this strategy; it'll work out for you. You just have to keep an eye out for the hidden Hercules. A lot of times there's a hidden Hercules right behind this area.